I suspect this is the last of this I'm going to do today. My back is just killing me. Of course. Of course that's what Canada's worried about. I mentioned in a video about 10 days ago, I think, maybe a little less, about how one of the few things that Canada did when dealing with the bloated felon and his tariff tantrums was pull out of all of the voluntary supply chain agreements to ensure that products show up on time. Now, 60% of the crude oil that the United States uses comes from Canada. Venezuela didn't steal anything from the United States. That oil is under Venezuelan land. It's Venezuelan oil. Okay? However, when Venezuela discovered just how much oil it had, it joined OPEC. That is what the United States means when they say, we will not have this oil controlled by the enemies of the United States. It will take probably a few years before this maneuver has any effect on Canada. Meanwhile, what Canada has done will continue to affect the United States. However, not one independent media, not one legacy media has brought up the biggest problem in all this. I have pointed out to you that science has said that what oil is in the ground needs to stay in the ground if we actually want life on this planet to continue. And the fact that the bloated felon is just going, hey, this is this quid pro quo. He promised them if they put money into his campaign, he would make sure that they got payback. And here it is. He is handing the United States oil companies Venezuela and saying, go do. Now, usually, and this is one of the reasons why I usually have a sarcastic answer, because it's something that you have to say to someone who is under 10 years old. Is the leader of Venezuela a good man? No. No, he's not. But before you were 10, you'd heard the phrase, 2 wrongs don't make a right. And usually if someone says that to me, and when they're saying it, it's just so obvious, my flippant response is, no, but 3 right-hand turns do. In this case, I wouldn't say that, because this has nothing to do with that. This has to do with the fact that we refuse and have continued to refuse for over 100 years the reality of the fact that we are killing everything on this planet. And we're part of that. But money's involved. So somehow the richest ones believe that, I guess they'll be, I've mentioned it before, they'll be in their own little terraform bubbles. Clean air, clean water stuck in there. Because I don't know if they completely grasp the concept. You can make yourself a bomb shelter, a fallout shelter in a mountain if you want. But if everything that you left up on the surface is completely destroyed, eventually radiation is going to be affecting you. Microplastics. People, you're breathing them out. And what this is going to do is literally pour gasoline on the fire.